Hey everybody, my name is Kay Christine and welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back here if you're a subscriber. You know what? I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers because I have been MIA for like the past 6 months. Like it's been crazy and I am so sorry. I've just been like so busy. Like I've been working full time and I was going to school and it was just a lot going on. But I just finished my last semester, finished my last classes, so we are done with school. Yes, thank you, Lord. So now I have some time to just like relax and like get back to doing the stuff that I like to do. So thank y'all so much to those of you that have been sticking in there with me since I've been gone. But now your girl is back. She's back and better, all right? And we are about to hop into some foundation reviews, okay? How about that? All right, so today's foundation review is going to cover the new Smashbox Full Coverage Foundation. Now, when they released this foundation, it was about maybe like 2 weeks ago. When they were talking about the launch, I was like super excited because Smashbox Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation is one of my favorite prestige foundations. So let me show you just to prove it. You can see like it's almost gone. So, and I love this foundation. So when they said they were coming out with a full coverage foundation, I was like, okay, girl, this is it. This is your time to shine, okay? Because the way this heat has been set up in Texas, I'm from Dallas, y'all. And the past week or so, it has been crazy. Like the temperatures have been in the hundreds, and that's not even counting like the heat index. So you know your girl has been out here struggling, like on the struggle bus, been going to work raggedy because it's just too hot. It's too hot for makeup and I just couldn't do it. So when they came out with this full coverage foundation, I said, you know what, this is about to be a hit for this hot summer, for all of my oily skin girls. This is about to smash, okay? So this is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-hour foundation. So it retails for $36. It is now available, now that it's been like 2 weeks, it's now available at Sephora, Ulta, and of course Smashbox's website. So just to give you a little background, so it says that it is a weightless 24-hour full coverage foundation with oil and shine control, which is waterproof, sweat resistant, and won't look cakey or cause blemishes. You see how they slid that in there, or cause blemishes? Because y'all know, like, some of the full coverage foundations, they be clogging up your pores, and then next thing you know, you breaking out. And that's not it. That's not it. So this is what Smashbox claims for their foundation. The foundation has a good shade range. It has, let's see, 37 shades is what I'm seeing online on Sephora's website. So 37 shades. So that's a pretty good shade range, you know. So I went ahead and picked this up and I wanted to try it out in front of y'all and see how it wore and everything like that. So now Smashbox claimed that the color matches like line up between the Studio Skin Hydrating Foundation and the Studio Skin Full Coverage Foundation. But when I went to like do some swatches and stuff, it was a little bit off because in the hydrating foundation, I'm in the shade 4.0 and I swatched 4.0 in the full coverage and she was a little light skinned. Like she was a little bit too light for me. So I just went like a notch up, which is 4.05. And that seemed to be a better match for me. So what I'm going to do, oh, and also, of course, it's 1 fluid ounce, like your standard foundation amount. So this is the packaging, super cute. I like it. It has like all your details on the back. Here is your shade right here. And then when you open it up, it says Studio Tip, a little goes a long way. So that's also good because that means that you get to save your product and you don't have to use as much to get your full coverage. So when you take it out the box, this is the actual packaging of the foundation. So it's a nice little squeezy tube. You know, people have been coming out with these squeezy tubes lately because I know y'all was throwing Rihanna some shade when she switched from like the glass bottle to the squeezy tube for her hydrating foundation, but so do Smashbox. Glass bottle, squeezy tube. So I don't know like what has been the reason. I don't know if the companies are hearing people are breaking them, because I know, for instance, Fenty, y'all was breaking them bottles left and right. So I don't know if the company took that into consideration and started making the squeezy tubes. I'm not sure, but the squeezy tube seems to be like the new little trend that's trying to like creep in these days. So I'm here for it. I like it. So here is the packaging. Open it up. And here is the tube. So you basically squeeze some out, like you can squeeze some on your hand, on your little makeup dish, whatever it is, and then go from there. So I've already moisturized my face. I'm going to go ahead and prime and then do some color correcting. When I test out foundations, I do every single thing that I do on a normal basis, because I want the foundation to be the only like thing that's changing, so I can know if I don't like it, I know for sure it's the foundation, not because I didn't set this time or not because I didn't color correct or whatever it is. So I'm going to do everything the same like I normally do, and then I'm going to do a wear test of the foundation and see how it lasts throughout the day. So I'm going to start off and prime, and just so happens my primer of choice is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my face. Now, this is the original Smooth and Blur, but recently they came out with a oil and shine control one, which I think sounds pretty cool. So I'm interested in trying that one out. I'm not super oily. My skin has gotten a lot better actually, because back in the day, you know, back when I was a youngin', I thought that my skin was like super oily, but I just think it was because like I wasn't moisturizing correctly. You know how they say like when your skin is lacking moisture, it like produces more oil, and I think that's what it was, because honestly, it hasn't been that oily. Of course, I still get oily in the normal T-zone areas. Now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm just gonna put that in my T-zone. Of course, I still get oily like in the regular T-zone areas, but honestly, for the most part, it's not like an oil slick like it used to be. So, girls, I understand some of us are actually really oily, but also think about your moisturizing and your skincare routine, and like make sure you're getting your skin enough hydration, because that could be one of the issues as well. So take that into consideration. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Prep and Prime pen in Peach Luster. I really like this pen to color correct because it's not too like dark, it's not too orange. I think it's just right to do some color correcting under my eyes. I have been working on these dark circles, and girl, I don't know, like they've gotten a little bit better, but I'm just like, life would be so much easier if I didn't have dark circles. Because I feel like even when I'm having good skincare days, like good skin days, I still feel like if I don't put some concealer under my eyes, I look like the Walking Dead. And I just don't like it. I just don't feel like I should have to go through that every day. You know what I mean? So if y'all got some tips on how to improve your dark circles, let your girl know, because I have been searching high and low and I haven't found it yet. So yeah, let me know down below. All right, now for your feature presentation, we're about to go in with the foundation. So I'm gonna do, lately actually I've been applying my foundation with a beauty blender, but I'm gonna do half and half. So one side I'm gonna do beauty blender, the other side I'm gonna do a brush, just so y'all can see the different how the foundation comes up with the different applications. So I am gonna squeeze a little bit out onto my hand. They say a little goes a long way, so we'll see. So here is the consistency of the foundation. You see that girl is not, she's not moving. She's not budging, period. So she's a thick one. She's a thick one. So I am going to be very cautious with her and apply her sparingly, like they told me to do. So let me just get a brush. Okay, so I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm just going to apply a couple of swipes onto the face. See, y'all, 4.0 was not, she was like too light. I was like, well, guess that's not my shade. So this time I'm going to do the beauty blender. So I'm just going to go in and blend that out. So she is blending out very well. No problems with that. I do not notice a scent, which is good because I have fairly sensitive skin. It's not too bad, but when you get to adding all that fragrance and stuff, oof, it gets irritating. So I don't notice a scent or fragrance. So happy about that. And she's blending it out like really well. I'll tell you one thing. She's giving me the coverage because I don't know if y'all noticed, but I know because I'm me. I have like a mole like right here on my jaw, and where is it? So she covered that bad boy right on up. So it's looking good. This is the side with the beauty blender. I'm really liking the coverage, and the application looks good. So side with foundation, and this is the side with no foundation. So, and the shade is looking good. I'm glad I went with 4.0 and didn't try to be rebellious like, no. Well, 4.05 and didn't try to be rebellious and go with 4.0 when she was clearly not what it was. I'm just going to take some more foundation and I'm going to put that on this side. Now, it is gone, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. And I could have possibly gotten away with less the first time. So, you know, I think they're right when they say you don't need that much because she covered really nicely. So, give her a couple of swatches there. And now I'm going to go in with a flat top kabuki brush. So, I'm just going to work that around and stipple that in. So this application is looking good as well. Let's see. All right, it applied very smoothly. Again, was easy to blend out with both the brush and the sponge. So here is the brush side and here is the sponge side. Honestly, I don't see that big of a difference. Just looking at the camera though, it does seem like the brush side covered up like this indentation right here a little bit more. It seems like there's more coverage. You see how this, you can still kind of see a shadow peeking through over here versus this side. It seems like it's covered more. That's just how it looks in the camera. But other than that, like overall, the application looks the same. But yeah, it looks like you get a little bit more coverage on the brush side, but I like both of them. So okay, so that was the foundation application. I am going to go off camera, do the rest of my makeup, and come back and finish things up with y'all. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, y'all, so I am back. I just threw on the rest of my makeup. Nothing too crazy because I am going to work. It is Friday, so I'm going to work. As you can see, the foundation is still looking, it's still looking good. I did everything I would normally do. So I did set up under my eyes with powder. I did set my entire face with powder. I used all the products that I would normally use with any foundation. So I am going to put this foundation to the test today of a full 8 hours of work. And then it's Friday, so you never know what I might get into. So I may do something else, so it may be even longer than 8 hours. But for sure, we are going to test 8 hours of wear today. So currently it is 7:46, and y'all, I'm supposed to be at work at 8, but we not gonna tell nobody because I'm here with y'all. We chilling, you know, we having a good time. So it is 7:46. I am going to do a check-in when I go to lunch. And then I'm going to check in again at the end of the day. So you'll for sure get like a midway point at lunch. And then depending on if I stay out later, there may be one more check-in before the last one. But for sure, there will be 2 check-ins, okay? So we will see how this foundation holds up. And today is going to be another like 100-degree day in Texas. So we're really going to see if it is sweat-proof, water-resistant, 24-hour, full, all of that. We're going to test all the claims today. All right. So stay tuned and I will be back for a checkup. All right. Okay. See y'all later. Bye. Okay, so this is the foundation in natural sunlight. I'm on my way to work. I just wanted to give y'all a visual because I didn't know if y'all could see it really good with my lighting. So this is it in natural sunlight. Okay. Okay, so I am doing my first check-in right now. It is 12:25 and I'm getting some gas. So far you can take a look. I am seeing a little bit of shine. And actually I could see like a bunch of texture. Yeah, so I'm seeing a bunch of texture and the oils are kind of peeking through. Like I said, it is a hot day in Texas. Currently the temperature is 98 degrees. And I'm outside getting some gas at the moment. But yes, first check-in, it's been about, I've had this on for 8, 9, 10, 11, about 5 hours. So this is the 5-hour check-in. Still looking good, just a couple of oils coming through. All right, so I will see y'all later. Okay, y'all, it is 6:10 and I am back for the day. When I say it is so hot outside, like it's ridiculous how hot it is outside. But I've gone to work. I've been at work all day. Then I went to Walmart after I got from work, and then I just got back home. So I put this foundation on at 7:45 a.m. It is 6:10, 6:11. So that has been almost a little bit over 10 hours. And this is how the foundation is looking. So as you can see, I am oily here in my T-zone, which is expected. I mean, it is 98 degrees outside and I've had this foundation on for almost 11 hours. So yeah, that's understandable. So we do see some oil, but it's not too bad. I have not touched my face at all. So I have not blotted, I have not powdered, I haven't done anything to my face since I put this foundation on at 7:45 this morning. So I think as far as oil control, she got it. Like, she got it. The only thing I will say about this foundation is I do not like how it emphasizes texture. In my last check-in, you can see like how you can, it seems like once it wears throughout the day, you can really start to see texture. Like once those oils start coming through, it's texture city. And that's the only thing I don't like about that, because honestly, I have never I've never worn a foundation where I can just really notice my texture until now. So I don't know if it's because it's like a super matte foundation and so it kind of like emphasizes texture. I'm not sure, but that would be like my con with this foundation, is just the texture. But girl, if you got baby silk skin, it's for you. This is all you. This is all you. So that's the only thing I would say. But I honestly think it did a very good job as far as controlling my oil in this heat, 98 degrees in Texas for 10 hours out in the elements. I think she looks pretty good. So I want to like get some powder just to see like how I would look if I touched up, you know, if she can come back to life. So I'm just going to use this Makeup Forever touch-up powder. I'm going to get a brush and just kind of like, just touch her up a little bit and see what happens. So let's see. Okay, so this is half my face touched up and this is the other half. So, I mean, it looks good like once you put some touch-up powder on it. So, I mean, if you're one of those people that don't mind touching up throughout the day, then, you know, this might work for you. So, I feel like it would have, I may have liked it more if I would have touched up, but that wasn't the purpose of the video. The purpose was to see the wear and how it would do. And I feel like I really put that to the test today. So overall thoughts, it's not that bad of a foundation. Like, it's pretty good actually. So if you have super oily skin, for one, this is going to be for you because it's going to like snatch you all the way together. The color match was good. I would just say go and do your swatches. I wouldn't rely on the same color from the hydrating foundation. I would actually go and swatch it out myself and see, make sure that's the right color match. Blendability was good. Oh, comfort, it felt really good. It did not feel like, even now, like when it was all like oily and sweaty, it didn't feel like I was ready to wash my face. Like, you know how you get those some foundations and it's like, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to get this off my face. Like, it didn't feel like that at all. Like, it was very lightweight for it to be full coverage, so that was surprising. So it did have a lightweight feel. I will give them that. 24 hours, I don't think she's gonna make it. I don't think she's gonna make it 24 hours, but she had a good run at her 10-11 hour range, so that was good. Because I mean, really, who's gonna be wearing their foundation for 24 hours? I mean, if you do, that's all you, girl. That's all you. But the normal, the average person is not going to wear their foundation for 24 hours and expect to look beat all 24 hours. So, I mean, I think it's fine. Just bring a little touch-up powder if you think you might need it. Dry girls, I would say this is not for you at all, because even though I am like combination, like it still started emphasizing texture like really bad, and I can only imagine what that would do if you had dry skin. So I would say no for my dry sweeties, not for you. But other than that, I think it's definitely worth a try if you're into the full coverage steez. So thank y'all for tuning in to my review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And y'all let me know what y'all thought of the foundation. Let me know if you're gonna buy it or if you're gonna pass. So let me know down in the comments below what you're gonna do. And I will see y'all on my next video, okay? Bye.